Hello, guys. Good morning. And this is my trade recap, which I usually do every Saturday if you've been following my page. So let's quickly jump into it. So here is my goal recap from the 4 hour time frame. So let me jump to my 1 hour. So being the intermediate. So here it's definitely my 1 hour, but let me fall down to my entry time frame being the 15 minutes. So let's jump into it and talked about what happened. So as you can clearly see on my chart on gold, you can see the trades I took and the losses I took also. So that's definitely one of the reasons why I have to do this trade recap. So you can see exactly what's happening. So I was definitely on the buy trade from this level. Eventually this one got hit, TP got hit, and then this was the trade I posted the other day. The one I made with 31 point something dollar. So on this day, I was definitely buying gold. I was buying when I saw this candlestick rejection. I knew eventually that price definitely has come to retest this level. I saw that price has eventually come and rejected this level, and I went in for a buy, which I then went in for a buy around 12 or 11 pips thereabouts SL. Then while the trade was definitely in my direction in my favor, I definitely tightened the stop to this 1.84 pips. So eventually I closed off this trade when I saw price struggle to push further around this level. I saw price struggle and then I closed off the trade. I closed off that trade that day on $31. So what happened again? So I then went in for a buy after I posted that video, after I saw this pullback. I was expecting a market structure. I was expecting a market structure on gold. So what happened was I then went in for a long trade. So here was why I was waiting for a market structure. So as you can clearly see, when I see price create this new high, I was waiting for price to at least pull back, to at least retest this level of looking left, this high that it broke. So I was expecting price to definitely retest this level. So that's why I positioned for a buy trade again. So while I positioned for a buy trade again, I then went in with multiple positions. I was using 0.01 and then I opened another 0.01, which is 0.02 altogether. So as you can clearly see, I also posted the trade, the loss I took on that gold that day. So eventually, as you can see from this level, from this buy to, I then, based on what I just explained, I was waiting for a market structure, definitely retesting this level, then bouncing off it to the upside. So what happened again? I entered from this place, I entered the positions, and you can clearly see. Then I saw this fake out. So when I saw this fake out, immediately where my mind just went to was just my MT5. So I quickly went to my MT5. I definitely saw this fake out, the sell candle. It was definitely huge. And immediately when I saw this fake out, because I can clearly see it was close to SL, I then closed off the trade. I then closed off the buy trade on gold. So that's why I can see that day I posted the loss as well on the two positions. It's because of this candlestick that definitely faked me out. I saw it and immediately my subconscious mind just quickly closed off the trade. So that's why I took that loss. And as you can clearly see, if I had head on to then hold the trade, I definitely wouldn't have closed up around that amount of losses. You see, I wouldn't have closed up around that losses, but eventually that was what happened. I took that loss, and yeah, that was it. And I'm not gonna lie, when I took that loss, the next day I saw this opportunity to go in long. I was already on this buy trade. I was already on this buy trade on gold. But what happened? I entered it the first time. Then I closed off because my confidence was then shaking. You understand? The confidence was shaking, and that definitely was difficult for me to execute. After taking that loss, and the next day, I couldn't definitely execute my trade as much as I saw this an opportunity to buy gold. So I went in for a buy trade on this gold. I went in here. Then what happened again? I closed off the trade. Then the second time again, when I saw this red candle, the second candle coming in, I then went in for a buy trade again. So when I definitely saw that my emotions was just in play, I couldn't head for long. I just closed off the trade. I just closed off the trade, and you can clearly see the trade eventually moved and gave around 32 pips or 31 pips. So I gave up the trade because my emotions was just shattered because I couldn't head the trade. I entered this buy trade two times, but I couldn't head. So I closed off the trade on the little profit that I got, and that was it on gold. So even yesterday also, I saw an opportunity also on gold when I saw price eventually broke down, almost retesting this level, the high of the week. Then it definitely rejected, and here I saw an opportunity to go in long. I never entered the long trade. I'm not gonna lie. I never entered the long trade because I was waiting for price to eventually retest this same level. So that's how you can see with this candlestick rejection. I definitely was waiting for it to trigger this level so I can enter at a good side and not just entering at the upside. So that's why I stayed out, and you can clearly see definitely the trade almost hit take profit before the market closed. So that's definitely what it was all about on gold. It was definitely not a great week, but eventually we were able to manage risk and all that. So that was it on gold. So I'm definitely going to fall down also to the trade I took. Let's see what happened on USD Let's see what happened on USD. So on USD eventually price was just taking his own time to do his own stuff, and I never traded USD. So let me fall down to USD card. So USD card, eventually what I told you guys from the last video I posted, I said once I see a retest on this level, I'm going to go in long on USD card. I was going to go in long when I see a retest on this psychological level. Why was I planning to go in long? Because I definitely knew that around this area I have conferences, two conferences already, which is psychological level high of the week. So I wanted to, at least that was a backup play for me to go in. But what happened while I was waiting for this to happen, because my lot was set on this level, then I quickly fall to GBPUSD, and while I was on GBPUSD, I saw an opportunity to go in long. I saw an opportunity to go in long. You understand? So I saw an opportunity to go in long. I bought around this level when I saw this rejection, then entered the long trade on GBPUSD, and then it took the whole day for the price to eventually move or something. But at this time, I clearly closed off the trade when I saw this rejection around this level. I closed off the trade because it was already Friday and it was getting late. I didn't want to stress myself mentally as well. So I closed off this trade, and the little profit I made. So that was just how it went on GBP So I closed off the trade around this level when I saw this rejection here. So I decided to close up because it's already London section has already closed by that time. So that was just what it was all about. So eventually, this was what my trade recap was for the week. This was the pairs I traded, and as much as gold tried my patience, gold definitely tested my resilience. But at the end of the day, I definitely took my account with that gold trade to $90, and at the same time I took those two losses, and I lost them around 31 point something, 30 point something dollar. And then eventually with the GBP buy setup, I was only able to make little money because I closed up. So my account is literally back at $67, which I'm going to show you guys as well. So I just wanted to take this time to update you guys, to keep you posted on my journey. And you must also understand that I'm not perfect, but definitely I'm just documenting my journey so you can see my process, because I do know that we're going somewhere. So I want you to definitely smash the subscribe button, like if you want me to post more of my daily buyers and trade recaps and setups. Hit the subscribe button,